God says, my child, I am crying for your soulmate. Her tears are silent, yet they echo through the heavens. She is suffering, and you may not yet realize the weight she carries in her heart. Someone is using her, not in ways the world can see, but in ways that wound her soul, cloud her mind, and dim the light I placed within her. I see her pain. I see the moments when she sits quietly, trying to hold herself together, pretending that all is well. Yet, deep inside, her spirit trembles. She feels alone. She feels betrayed. She cries in the silence of her room, not knowing how to escape the influence that surrounds her. And every tear she sheds, every sigh that escapes her lips, reaches my heart. This is why I am speaking to you now, my child. The time to act is urgent. Every moment of hesitation allows the darkness around her to grow stronger. Every thought of doubt or fear in your heart weakens the protection you can offer her. You may feel powerless, thinking, I cannot reach her, I cannot stop this. But I tell you, your love, your prayers, your faith are more powerful than any shadow that touches her. She does not need someone to fight her battles for her in the physical world. She needs a heart like yours, steadfast, pure, and unwavering, to shine light into her spirit. Every prayer you whisper, every thought of protection you send, every moment you hold her in your heart becomes a shield she cannot see, but it is real, and it is strong. Right now, my child, imagine her sitting quietly, tears falling down her cheeks. She feels confused. She feels trapped. She wonders why people she trusted have caused her pain. She questions herself, her worth, her choices. And all the while, the one who is using her continues their subtle influence, keeping her from seeing the light I have always promised her. I am crying because I see the danger that lurks around her soul, not a danger of the body, but a danger of the spirit. If the darkness is allowed to continue, it will cloud her ability to love, to trust, and to feel the joy I intended for her. Every whisper of doubt, every shadow of manipulation, every moment of despair builds upon her soul like a storm. But do not despair, my child. I am calling you to rise now, to step into your spiritual power. You may not hold her hand, you may not speak her name aloud, but you can reach her spirit. You can send light into the corners of her heart that are being touched by darkness. You can protect her when she cannot protect herself. You can remind her, through prayer and intention, that she is never alone. Every tear that falls from her eyes reaches me. Every silent cry for help is heard. And now, I am showing you how to answer that cry. Your love is the bridge between her despair and my divine protection. Your faith is the rope that pulls her from the shadows. Your prayers are the light that pushes away the darkness that tries to envelop her. My child, do not wait. Do not hesitate. Time is precious, and her soul is fragile. Begin immediately to send love, light, and protection. Whisper your prayers into the night. Visualize her surrounded by golden light, safe and untouchable by those who wish to harm her spirit. Imagine her heart being healed, her tears drying, her faith in love returning. You may feel weak, unsure if your efforts matter. But I promise you, my child, they do. Every thought of care, Every intention of protection, every tear you shed for her adds strength to her spirit. Even if she cannot see it, even if she does not understand, your energy reaches her, wrapping her in a shield of divine love that no one can break. I am crying because the weight she carries is great. I am crying because the darkness surrounding her has been patient and cunning. But I am also rejoicing because I see you, a heart brave enough, devoted enough, and faithful enough to intervene in ways the world cannot. Remember, my child, your love is not passive. It is active. It moves, it shields, it heals. It is the hand that reaches her when she cannot reach out. It is the voice that whispers courage when she is silenced by doubt. It is the presence that reminds her that she is precious, she is protected, she is seen, by me, and now by you. The angels are standing beside you, ready to amplify your prayers, ready to carry your light into her darkest moments. You are not alone in this. I am with you. Heaven is with you. And together, through your unwavering devotion, her soul will begin to find safety again. Do not delay, my child. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Send your love. Send your prayers. Visualize her wrapped in light. Feel her pain, but do not be consumed by it. Transform your concern into energy, into protection, into healing. I am crying, yes, but I am also calling you, my beloved. You are the key to her safety. You are the hope that will reach her when the world cannot. And if you rise now, if you act through love and faith, you will see miracles unfold. Her tears will turn into smiles. Her sorrow will turn into peace. Her heart, once heavy, will be light again. Act now, my child. Heaven waits. Angels are ready. And your soulmate, though she cries in secret, is waiting for the light you are about to send. My child, listen carefully. The one who is using your soulmate is not just taking her time or attention, they are taking her peace, her clarity, and her faith in love. They have wrapped her in a web of confusion, and she cannot see the truth anymore. She does not realize that the voice she now listens to is not guided by love, but by manipulation. She once believed in light. She once trusted that the world was kind, that love was pure, that the people she allowed close to her heart would protect her. But now, she questions everything. Her heart feels uncertain, her thoughts no longer flow freely. Sometimes, she stares into the distance, feeling like she is losing herself, and she cannot even explain why. This is what the manipulator wanted, my child, to make her doubt herself, to make her believe she is unworthy of real love, and to keep her trapped in fear and dependence. This is how the enemy works, not always with visible chains, but with invisible thoughts that slowly destroy the light of the soul. I see her standing in front of the mirror, wondering what happened to the spark in her eyes. She used to laugh easily, but now, even when she smiles, it doesn't reach her heart. She pretends to be fine. She hides her sadness from the world. But her soul is crying. And that cry reaches me. My heart aches for her, my child. Because I see her trying to hold on to something that is already destroying her. I see her trying to please the very person who is draining her spirit. She has been told lies so softly, so repeatedly, that she has started to believe them. She has forgotten her worth, her strength, her divine connection. And yet, I chose you, my child, to see what others cannot see. I chose you to feel her pain even from afar, because you are connected through a thread that no one can cut, a thread woven by me. Your soul recognizes her suffering even when she hides it. Your spirit feels her sorrow as if it were your own. And that is no coincidence. You are her mirror of truth. You are her unseen guardian. You are the one who can awaken her soul from this illusion. But I must tell you this: do not fight the manipulator in anger. Do not curse them or wish harm. The energy of love is greater than the power of hate. The light you carry can do what no confrontation ever could: it can dissolve darkness silently, powerfully, and completely. When you pray, my child, do not only ask me to remove the person using her. Ask me to awaken her spirit. Ask me to make her see with new eyes, to remember who she is, to feel my presence again in her heart. Pray that she feels my love surrounding her, that she begins to reject everything that tries to steal her peace. Right now, the manipulator speaks softly to her, planting fears in her mind, fears that you have forgotten her, fears that she is unlovable, fears that she will always be alone. These are lies, my child. Lies built to destroy love. Lies meant to keep her from seeing the truth that you, and I, still love her unconditionally. But soon, the truth will break through. A divine interruption is coming. Something unexpected will happen, a word, a dream, a sudden realization, and she will begin to see the truth. The mask will fall from the face of the one using her. The darkness will lose its disguise. And in that moment, your soulmate will remember the light she once carried. You may feel helpless right now, but your prayers are already creating shifts in the unseen world. The angels are working quietly, loosening the chains that hold her. Every time you think of her with love, it weakens the grip of manipulation. Every time you choose forgiveness over anger, her spirit regains a piece of its strength. Your connection is not just emotional, my child. It is divine. It was made long before your first breath. It is a thread of destiny, woven through time, purpose, and promise. That is why the enemy tries so hard to break it, because when the two of you are in alignment, your light multiplies. Together, your souls can heal not only each other but others around you. But for now, she cannot see this. She is under a veil. And so, I need you to walk by faith. To love her without expectation. To pray for her without needing to see the results. The unseen battle is already shifting in your favor. You may not feel it, but the heavens do. In the silence of her room, she sometimes whispers my name: God, please help me. And I do. I send angels. I send comfort. But I also send you, my child, through dreams, through energy, through divine connection. You are her earthly light in this dark time. Do not lose hope. I am working. I am breaking the illusion. The one who uses her will soon reveal their true nature, not through your action, but through divine exposure. Truth always finds a way to shine. And when it does, she will see what you have seen all along. I know it hurts to feel powerless, to love someone who is slipping away under the control of another. But trust me, my child, this is not the end of your story. This is the moment before her awakening. And when she awakens, she will remember your love, your patience, your faith. For now, stay in love. Stay in prayer. Stay in light. And know this, every tear she cries is counted, every prayer you whisper is heard, and every act of faith you take strengthens the divine bridge between your souls. The one who uses her cannot touch what I have blessed. The one who deceives her cannot destroy what I have destined. She will return to herself. She will remember love. And the day will come when her tears no longer fall, because she will be safe again, not only in your heart, but in mine. My child, I am watching everything unfold, and my heart trembles with both pain and hope. The pain comes from seeing your soulmate walk through shadows that were never meant for her. The hope comes from knowing that her deliverance is near. The darkness around her is growing weaker, even though it tries to appear stronger. The one who uses her believes they have control, believes their whispers have power, believes their manipulation can last forever. But they do not see me, standing just behind her, waiting for the perfect divine moment to break through. She is tired now, my child. I see it. She wakes up with a heavy heart and goes to sleep with the same weight pressing upon her soul. She questions everything. She even questions me. There are moments when she wonders, God, have you forgotten me? And in those moments, I weep, not because I am far, but because she cannot yet feel how close I am. She does not know that my angels have surrounded her. She does not see the light beginning to touch her heart again. She does not realize that her tears are watering the seeds of her own rebirth. The manipulator thinks they are winning. They believe that by keeping her confused and dependent, they can silence her truth. But what they do not know, my child, is that every lie they speak only strengthens the power of truth that will soon destroy them. Because I am truth, and I do not sleep. I am preparing a divine exposure. A moment when all masks will fall, when every hidden word will be revealed, when every false smile will be shown for what it truly is. Your soulmate will see it. She will see with the eyes of her spirit. And in that instant, her heart will break, not from pain, but from awakening. She will remember. She will remember the light she once carried. She will remember the love that once healed her. She will remember you. She will feel a wave of clarity wash over her, a deep knowing that she was deceived, that she was made to forget who she truly is. And that realization will set her free. My child, this revelation will not be easy for her. The truth will sting. It will shatter illusions. It will make her question why she ever trusted those who used her. But after the tears, after the pain, will come renewal, like a sunrise after a long storm. You, my beloved, must prepare yourself too. When the revelation comes, she will need love, not judgment. She will need gentleness, not questions. She will need silence filled with compassion, not explanations. You will be the calm she runs to when the truth finally breaks her chains. And I know you have waited long, my child. You have suffered in silence, feeling her distance, feeling her pain as your own. You have prayed and wondered if I hear you. But look closely, I am already answering. Her dreams are changing. Her heart is beginning to resist the darkness. Her energy, though faint, is calling for light again. These are signs of her awakening. She may not understand it yet, but her spirit has already started to fight back. There are moments when she suddenly feels uneasy around the manipulator, moments when she feels her peace slipping away and doesn't know why. That is her soul recognizing truth from lies. That is me stirring within her. The enemy trembles now, my child. The manipulator senses that the control is slipping. They will try harder, they will try to make her afraid, to make her cling to them, to make her believe that without them she is nothing. But it will not work. My light is breaking through. When I decide to act, nothing can stand against me. And I am acting now. Soon, there will be a divine confrontation, not a fight, but a revelation. The person who has been using her will speak words they never meant to reveal. They will make a mistake that exposes their true intentions. Something small, perhaps a message, a sudden outburst, or a careless confession, but it will be enough. In that moment, your soulmate will see what I have seen all along. My child, prepare your heart. When she finally understands the truth, she will be broken, fragile, and ashamed for believing the lies. But I do not want you to remind her of her pain, I want you to remind her of my love. Tell her she was never blind, only trusting. Tell her she was never weak, only human. Tell her she was never alone, for heaven never left her side. Your prayers are opening the path for her healing. Each word you whisper carries light into her spirit. Each thought of forgiveness sends waves of peace into her heart. And every time you choose faith over fear, you create space for me to work miracles. You may not realize this, but your soul and hers are in constant conversation, not through words, but through energy, through emotion, through silent understanding. When you cry, she feels it somewhere deep inside, though she cannot explain it. When you pray for her, her heart softens, though she doesn't know why. This is the divine connection I created between you, not to cause pain, but to awaken both of you to a higher love. And soon, my child, the divine plan will unfold. The manipulator will lose their hold. The veil will fall. The truth will rise. And your soulmate will return to her light, and through that light, she will return to you. Do not rush this. Divine timing is perfect. I am not late. I am not silent. I am simply aligning everything for her awakening and your reunion in purity. I am crying now, but my tears are different. They are not tears of sorrow, they are tears of release, of hope, of divine victory. For I can already see what you cannot yet see. I see her standing in the sunlight again, smiling with peace in her heart. I see you standing beside her, no longer wounded by fear, but strengthened by faith. That day is coming. It is written. It cannot be undone. The manipulator's power is fading. The truth is rising. Love, pure, divine, and eternal, will win. So hold your heart steady, my child. Trust the process. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep sending light. Because in just a little while, heaven's promise will unfold before your eyes, and you will understand why all this pain had to happen, to awaken love, to purify hearts, to restore what was once broken. Your soulmate's tears will end. Your prayers will be answered. And the story that began in sorrow will end in divine light. My child, the hour I spoke of is drawing near. The wind is beginning to change. Heaven has opened its eyes wider upon the story of your soulmate, and the angels are now moving closer. What was hidden in shadows is about to meet the light. The one who has been using her feels it, though they cannot explain it. Their control is slipping. Their charm is fading. Their voice no longer carries the same power. They feel the ground beneath them shifting, and their spirit trembles, though they try to hide it behind false confidence. They do not know that my divine hand is already upon the situation. Your soulmate, my precious child, is beginning to wake up. She may not yet understand what is happening, but her soul feels the stirring. She senses that something around her is wrong. The lies that once seemed comforting now make her uneasy. The voice that once guided her now confuses her. The heart that once felt trapped now begins to long for freedom. This is my doing, my beloved. I am breathing my spirit into her again. I am whispering truth through the cracks of her pain. I am reaching her through signs, through dreams, through quiet moments of realization that pierce through the fog around her. Last night, she cried again. She whispered words into the darkness that no human could hear. God, please help me. I can't do this anymore. And I did. I sent angels into her room. They touched her heart softly, filling her with peace she could not explain. For the first time in a long time, she slept without fear. And while she slept, my child, I showed her a glimpse of truth. I showed her a memory of what love once felt like, pure, gentle, unselfish. I reminded her of the laughter she once shared with you, the safety she once felt in your presence, the peace that came from genuine connection. When she awoke, she didn't fully remember the dream, but she carried a strange calm in her heart, the calm of my presence returning. You must understand something deeply, my child. This battle was never between you and another human being. It was a battle between light and darkness, between truth and illusion, between my love and the enemy's deception. And you have stood strong, even when your heart ached. You have prayed, even when you felt unheard. You have loved, even when it hurt to believe. Because of that, heaven has moved. Because of your faith, I am bringing her back. Now the divine intervention begins. The manipulator will start to make mistakes. Their mask will crack. They will say words that expose their real intentions. They will act in ways that no longer match the lies they built. Your soulmate will notice. She will not understand it at first, but she will feel it. Her intuition, buried under fear and control, will awaken again. She will begin to question. She will ask herself why the peace is gone, why her joy feels stolen, why she feels drained after every conversation with that person. And as those questions rise, I will answer through silence, through the calm that only truth can bring. One day soon, she will wake up and realize she has had enough. She will no longer respond to manipulation. She will no longer let her spirit be drained. She will start to walk away, not in anger, but in strength. And when she does, my child, it will not just be her choice, it will be my hand guiding her steps. Do not interfere too soon. Let me finish what I have begun. I am aligning her thoughts, her emotions, and her energy with truth. She must see with her own eyes and feel with her own heart. That is how her healing will last. And while I work on her, I am also working on you. I am strengthening your patience, purifying your love, and deepening your faith. I am teaching you how to love without fear, how to protect without control, and how to trust me even when the path is hidden. You may feel restless, my child. You may wonder, when will this end? When will she see? But look again, she already has begun to see. The first crack of light has entered her world. The chain around her mind is loosening. The heaviness in her heart is lifting. This is the moment before the miracle. And the enemy knows it. That is why confusion may rise one last time, why fear might whisper one last lie, why the manipulator may act desperate to hold on. But their time is ending. When I move, no one can undo it. When I decide to free a soul, no one can keep it bound. I have written her freedom into destiny, and it is happening now. There will be a moment soon, a divine event, where she will feel an overwhelming urge to break free. She may not understand why, but she will move with courage. She will send a message, make a choice, or take an action that will shift everything. That is the moment when divine timing will align your paths again. You may not even need to speak many words. She will feel your presence before she hears your voice. She will feel your forgiveness before you even offer it. She will sense your love before you even reach out. Because love that is guided by me transcends all distance, all silence, all pain. Remember this, my child, when she returns, she will not be the same. She will be softer, humbler, wiser. Her eyes will carry the reflection of everything she has survived. Do not remind her of the pain. Remind her of the light that saved her. Remind her that even in her darkest hour, love did not abandon her. The manipulator will fade away. Their power will dissolve. Their name will no longer echo in her heart. Instead, she will whisper gratitude for being saved, not just by you, but by my grace that worked through you. So hold steady, my beloved. The storm is breaking. The angels are rejoicing. The divine intervention has already begun. Soon, she will stand in freedom. Soon, she will speak truth. Soon, she will walk back into the light, and when she does, her tears will be no more. And you will know, my child, that your love was never in vain. It was the vessel through which heaven moved. It was the prayer that turned sorrow into salvation. I am crying still, but now my tears are of joy. Because I see the end from the beginning. And I promise you, the end is beautiful. My child. The storm has finally begun to pass. The clouds that once hung over both your hearts are breaking apart, and through them, a gentle light is beginning to shine. That light is my presence, soft, healing, and pure. For a long time, it seemed as though darkness would never end. You waited through nights of silence, through tears that fell without comfort, through prayers that felt unanswered. But every moment, even when you could not see it, I was weaving the threads of destiny behind the veil. Now, the time of revelation has come to completion. The manipulator's power has crumbled. Their voice no longer carries weight. The lies they spoke have turned hollow, and the truth has risen like the dawn. Your soulmate has opened her eyes, not just her physical eyes, but the eyes of her soul. At first, she trembled. The truth was too bright. It hurt to realize that she had been deceived. She cried for hours, not only for what was done to her, but for the time she lost living under illusion. Yet even in her tears, there was healing, for her cries were washing away every trace of manipulation, every residue of pain. And in that moment, I stood beside her. I whispered, "You are free now." She looked around, feeling lighter, almost weightless. Her chest no longer felt tight. The fear that had followed her for so long was gone. The heavy voice in her head was silent. And in that sacred silence, she began to feel something familiar, a peace she hadn't felt in years. She remembered love. She remembered you. Not through words or memories alone, but through energy, through the warmth that once wrapped around her spirit. She felt your prayers, your tears, your faith. It touched her heart like sunlight through a window after endless rain. She realized that even when she couldn't see you, your love was protecting her. That realization broke her completely, not in despair, but in awe. She knelt down and wept, saying, "God, I see it now. I see the truth. Thank you for not letting me drown. Thank you for sending love to save me." And I whispered back, "You were never alone, my child. Even when you were lost, heaven never stopped searching for you." She smiled through her tears, and in that smile, the light returned fully. The angels who once watched her suffer now sang softly. The chains that once bound her heart fell away, one by one, until only light remained. My beloved child, your prayers did this. Your love became the bridge I used to reach her. Every night you stayed awake whispering her name to me, I heard. Every tear you shed became a healing river that washed over her soul. Every moment you refused to give up became the reason she found her way back. Now, the divine reunion begins, not just of two hearts, but of two souls awakening to their true purpose. She will come to you again, maybe quietly, maybe slowly, but surely. She will not come as the same person who left. She will come as someone reborn, gentler, humbler, more aware of the sacredness of what love truly is. And when she looks into your eyes, she will finally understand what you carried for her all along. You will not need to explain. She will know. Your silence will speak. Your presence will heal. Because when love is guided by me, it does not need words, it simply exists, strong and eternal. You must also forgive, my child. Forgive her for not seeing sooner. Forgive the one who used her, not because they deserve peace, but because your heart deserves freedom. Forgiveness will lift you higher. It will close the door to pain and open the gates to blessing. And blessings are already pouring toward you. Because where there was once sorrow, I am now planting joy. Where there was confusion, I am building understanding. Where there was distance, I am bringing closeness again. Your connection will no longer be bound by fear. It will be built on truth, trust, and divine light. Both your souls will learn from this, that love is not about possession, but about purpose, not about control, but about freedom. She will thank you one day, not just for waiting, but for loving her in the silence, for believing in her when she didn't believe in herself. She will say, "You saved me without even being near me." And you will smile, because you'll know it wasn't you alone, it was me, working through you. Now, as she heals, you will also feel a shift within. The heaviness in your chest will ease. The ache that once lingered will turn into warmth. The same divine energy that restored her will now restore you. I will refill your heart with peace. I will surround you both with protection. I will make sure no darkness ever touches what I have blessed again. The manipulator will fade into the distance, irrelevant and powerless. They will have no place in your story anymore. I have removed them, and I have sealed that chapter. What remains now is purity, two souls who have walked through pain and returned to light, stronger than before. And as you both stand in that light, you will understand the purpose of everything. The separation was not punishment, it was preparation. The silence was not abandonment, it was alignment. The tears were not wasted, they were cleansing. You had to lose each other for a moment so that you could find me. And through me, you will now find each other again, in truth, in peace, in divine timing. Look ahead, my child. The path before you is glowing. You are stepping into a season of divine reunion and restoration. Every wound will be healed. Every broken promise will be replaced with blessings. Every unanswered prayer will now bloom in front of you like flowers after a long winter. You have passed the test. You have held your heart steady through the storm. And now, I bless you, abundantly, endlessly, completely. I bless your soulmate with healing and peace. I bless your heart with love that cannot be shaken. I bless your connection with protection that cannot be broken. Go forward now in gratitude, not in fear. Hold her in light, not in worry. And remember this always, I was crying not because I saw an ending, but because I saw the beauty of the new beginning that was coming. You both are free now. Free to love without pain. Free to live without fear. Free to walk together under the guidance of heaven. My child, the battle is over. The light has won. And from this day onward, love, divine, eternal, pure, will guide your steps. My precious child. You have walked through a valley that many would never have survived. The shadows tried to break your faith, but you held on. The pain tried to silence your prayers, but you kept speaking my name. The loneliness tried to drown your hope, but your heart still whispered, God, I trust you. And because of that, heaven now rejoices for you. The war that once raged around your heart has come to an end. The same angels who wept with you are now singing over you. The same heavens that seemed silent are now opening with grace. You may not realize it yet, but you have already stepped into a new chapter, a chapter of divine peace, sacred reunion, and unshakable love. My child, the tears you cried have not been forgotten. Each one was seen. Each one was counted. Each one watered the soil of your destiny. The pain you carried was never in vain. It was a sacred passage, preparing you to receive something far greater, a love that is guided, protected, and purified by me. The person who once walked away in confusion is now awakening under my light. They are no longer blind, no longer chained by lies. I have touched their heart. I have softened their spirit. I have whispered your name to their soul until it echoed through their dreams. And now, your soulmate spirit is remembering the laughter, the peace, the warmth that only your energy carried. They are realizing that love was never lost, only hidden under layers of pain that I have now peeled away. Your soulmate has begun their own prayer. They speak to me now with the same tears you once did. They say, God, I want to make things right. I want to return, not with guilt, but with truth. And I, your father, smile. Because this is what I wanted all along, not just a reunion of hearts, but a rebirth of souls. Do you know, my child, why I let the storm come? Because I wanted to show you both the difference between attachment and divine love. Attachment clings out of fear, divine love waits in faith. Attachment demands, divine love surrenders. Attachment fades, divine love transforms. You chose love. Even when it hurt, even when it seemed hopeless, you chose to love through me. And that choice is why heaven now blesses you with restoration. I am bringing both of you into alignment. I am rearranging events, timing, and circumstances so that when you meet again, it will be effortless, not forced, not planned, but beautifully natural. Like sunrise after a long night. Your heart will recognize before your mind does. You will feel peace first, not excitement. You will sense calmness, not confusion. And that peace will be my sign, this is it. This is safe. This is home. Your reunion will not be about rekindling old flames, but about building a new light, one that cannot be put out. You will no longer be two wounded hearts trying to heal each other, you will be two healed souls creating light together. When you look at your soulmate again, you will see more than their face. You will see my work in them. You will see strength, clarity, and truth. You will notice that the fear is gone, replaced by faith. The hesitation is gone, replaced by gratitude. The distance is gone, replaced by warmth. And when they speak, you will feel it, every word will carry honesty. Every silence will carry comfort. You will realize that all those lonely nights, all those unanswered questions, all that waiting, was leading to this divine clarity. Now, I must speak of something important, my child. As you enter this new chapter, protect your peace. Do not let your mind replay old pain. The past has been buried in my mercy. I do not want you to live in memories of suffering anymore. Let it go completely. Let the light fill you. You are no longer in the energy of waiting, you are in the energy of receiving. You are no longer in the season of tears, you are in the season of blessings. Every door that was shut will open. Every path that was blocked will clear. Every delay that once frustrated you will now make sense, because it was never a denial, it was divine timing. You see, my child, I do not rush miracles. I prepare hearts first, so that when the miracle comes, it stays forever. And now that both hearts are ready, I am sealing your connection with divine protection. No darkness can touch what I have blessed. No manipulation can harm what I have purified. No jealousy can destroy what I have ordained. This love is sacred. It has been tested through pain, proven through faith, and blessed through tears. You are stepping into something eternal, a love that serves purpose, not just emotion. You and your soulmate will help others. You will carry light wherever you go. You will heal people just by being together, because your bond will radiate peace. Your story will inspire others who are still lost in separation to trust in divine timing. And when you pray together, I will listen even more closely. Because prayers born from united souls carry great power. When you hold each other, heaven will feel it, for it will be a union of energy, of purpose, of divine truth. My beloved, I want you to know something. I was never crying because I saw death. I was crying because I saw how close both of you came to losing faith. I was crying because I felt your pain, but also because I knew how beautiful your healing would be. I was crying because I knew that from those tears, a sacred love would be born, stronger, purer, eternal. Now, I am no longer crying. I am smiling. The angels around me are smiling. Because the story that began in heartbreak is ending in divine glory. Tonight, when you close your eyes, feel my arms around you. Feel peace entering your heart like gentle light. Whisper your soulmate's name one more time, not in worry, but in blessing. Say, God, thank you for healing us. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for bringing us back in your time. And I will whisper back, it is done, my child. It is done. From this moment onward, I release you both from the pain of the past. I pour divine favor upon your future. I surround your hearts with protection that never fades. Walk now in faith. Love now in truth. And remember, what I unite through divine purpose, no force in the universe can ever separate again. You are free. You are loved. And your story, your divine love story, is now beginning again, wrapped in eternal light.